This is Inspirational Women, a weekly series shining the spotlight on female trailblazers making a true difference in our community. Once again, here is Kate Daniels.
Nancy McKearney is the co-founder with her husband John of Bakehouse Bread Company, based in Arizona, but with business relationships across the country, including right here in our own communities. Natural ingredients are key to their delicious breads, baked from scratch breads. Nancy is here to give us some of the history of this company, along with a view into her family's celebration of Thanksgiving. Nancy McKearney, good morning. It's so great to have you join us today.
Thank you so much. So happy to be here.
And I'm happy too because, I love bread. I love things that are kind of desserty. I love the holidays. And I think you encompass so much of that because you do have, you're so fortunate, Bakehouse Bread Company, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So we were established in 1996. Actually, we're coming up very shortly on 30 years in business, which it feels like a blink of an eye, to be honest with you.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
30 years in business. So can I ask, what was the impetus for getting into a baking business at that time?
Well, I grew up baking. My 92-year-old mother, who just passed, bless her soul, taught me love of baking, scratch baking, and at the time I was working in Silicon Valley, big corporate job. Wanted to make a change. My husband was working as a part of a family business, and at the time, back in the early 90s, boutique bakeries were kind of popping up everywhere. And so we thought, why not? So we ended up opening a bakery cafe at that time. We sold it about 5 or 6 years later, but we've been doing wholesale bread baking for a long time now. So yeah.
And to that note, we can find your breads in many of our local grocery stores here. So that is so important. I mean, in addition to what we'll be talking about in terms of the holidays, just knowing
Right.
we can pick up these breads, these lovely breads here in our local grocery stores.
Yes, we're in Kroger nationwide, so that would be QFC and Fred Meyer. Do you have Fred Meyer by
Yes,
you?
we do.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, QFC and Fred Meyer. We're actually doing a beautiful holiday shipper. So if you go inside QFC, there's a cute kind of cutout that sits, like a lot of people do them, and it'll have zucchini, pumpkin, and cranberry orange in it. So those nice flavors that are perfect for the holidays, right? And
Oh,
zucchini actually is our best seller.
yes, I think I saw that. And now that I sort of recall, that was a family recipe or something,
It
right?
is. It's based on my mother, Peg, her recipe from, it's a 25 plus year. We've been selling it for 25 plus years, and it's still the number one seller. We freshly grate our own zucchini every time we make it. So yeah, super simple ingredient deck, a little bit of cinnamon, some nuts, and then lots of fresh zucchini, which makes it really moist.
Oh, yes, indeed. I can imagine. My mouth is watering again. So, Nancy, here's the question. With zucchini bread, the zucchini bread being so popular, how much zucchini do you actually use in, I don't know, a week, a month?
You know, we go through pallets and pallets. So it comes in little crates on big pallets, and we probably get in 20 to 30 pallets a week and just fly through it. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
oh, and I can envision pallets. So thinking 20 or 30 of those,
Yes.
that's that's phenomenal. Wow.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That
Yes,
is a
yes.
lot, yes. And your mother, though, was able then to see the fruits of her labor of having created these breads,
100%.
right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I recently found her hand, so she had beautiful handwriting, and she wrote a card for me, a recipe card and she dated it, and it was from 1987.
Oh,
I still have it. So that's kind of fun, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. And then another favorite is our pumpkin bread, which is perfect for right now. Here in Arizona, we sell it year round. So we're trying to get other retailers around the country to sell it year round and not just this time of year. So
Well, from what I understand, pumpkin is really a very popular ingredient. I don't know if it's because this is the season in this area where it really, becomes pumpkin everything, but it makes me think that it is a very popular ingredient in flavor. And you're finding that, right?
I completely agree. I think pumpkin spice lattes, it's become such a popular item. I mean, you go into any retailer and everybody's got, and we just have like the warm spices of fall in our pumpkin loaf. People just rave about it. Super moist. Um, I love to cut it in slices and put a little cream cheese on it, so you have a little bit of that salty,
Oh,
this, I guess cream cheese is kind of salty and not sweet. It just really lends itself to
yeah.
it. So
Actually,
yeah,
I've seen in some retail locations that they have a pumpkin cheesecake. Oh, I guess my sister-in-law was saying she was baking a pumpkin cheesecake. So when you
yeah,
say put the cream cheese on it, that's almost like having an individual cheesecake.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Somebody could add it to their charcuterie board. Every pot charcuterie boards are super popular now.
Hmm.
Really easy to add, really any of our flavors, but because it's the holidays, our pumpkin, cranberry orange, great addition to a charcuterie board.
Yes, absolutely. Now,
Right? It's
talking.
not for breakfast, not just for breakfast. It's you all day long.
Yeah, okay. And I think for my evening tea, I'll have a piece of the pumpkin bread too, right? So you can have
There you go.
all day long. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And you're so versatile with using the breads in different kinds of recipes. So you have a special recipe that we can use for a different or a unique Thanksgiving dessert, I think.
I like to make I call it a pumpkin trifle. So I take because we like a dessert around my house, I usually take a couple of loaves of our pumpkin and I cube it. And I take 16 ounces of cream cheese, a can of pumpkin puree, half a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice, and vanilla extract, and beat that up till it's really smooth. And then I crush 2.5 cups of gingerbread. These are all kind of separate in separate bowls. And then I take three cups of heavy whipping cream and add just a teaspoon or two of, you can use powdered sugar or regular sugar until it's like peaks. And then I layer it. So first a layer of the cubed pumpkin bread pieces, then the pumpkin puree mix, then the crunchy ginger snaps that we've crushed, and then the whipped cream. And then you keep layering it until you run out. And hopefully you start, I like to end with the whipped cream and the ginger snaps on top. But
Mhm.
it's so easy. You just dig in with a spoon and put it in bowls and people just love it. So,
Oh, it sounds wonderful, and the added kind of crunchiness and the spice from the ginger snaps
right,
really
right.
really gives a great flavor, I'm sure.
100%. Yeah.
Although the
Yeah.
pumpkin bread itself has is it the pumpkin spices in it that we
Yes.
yes.
Yep. We actually use we call it, I don't know what all I guess I should know all the spices that are in it, but it's just a general cinnamon, nutmeg, probably a little bit of maybe a little bit of cardamom, um, and ginger, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of combo of that. But just you can find pumpkin spice mix anywhere
Yes.
now. It's very popular in the spice aisle.
Yes, it
Everywhere.
is, isn't
Yeah.
it? But
Yeah.
when you're baking, do you have the individual spices and you put them in based on your secret formula?
Well, so we make about 30,000 loaves at a time. We make a lot. So we make a big batch of it.
Oh,
Yes, yes, we do.
So it is separately, like you. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm thinking of
we
the
make
little jars of spices I get at the store that I have in my kitchen. So you'd probably dump. Well, you need more than one of those small ones for a big batch like that.
Oh, we have probably 50-pound bags.
Oh,
I
okay.
know. And a little bit goes a long way, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but
we get them yeah.
uh,
We have a lot of people that love our product, so we're trying to feed the masses.
yeah. What a terrible problem to have, right?
I know, I know.
All these delicious breads and desserts.
And we've just a few months ago started selling our products on our website. So people have been enjoying that. So if you go to bakehousebreadcompany.com
Yes.
and you can get maybe there's a flavor that your local QFC or Fred Meyer doesn't sell, and you might want to try that. So
Oh, terrific. Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
what a great recommendation. Yes. We'll have to check that out. We'll mention that website here again in a bit.
Okay.
So with Thanksgiving coming, and we've handled dessert, which
Mhm.
is spectacular. What else is it that you like to do for Thanksgiving?
Well, we cook a lot. So what I have fun doing, I write down every year, I write down who came to Thanksgiving that year, what recipes I made. Did I change up our stuffing? Did I change up our charcuterie? And I have so much fun going back and looking over the years. Okay, we didn't like this stuffing, we didn't like this, or we did love it. And I edit and now I have three adult children, all boys, and they love to cook too. So they're a part of the equation, which is nice. Um,
Yes.
and yeah, so it's kind of for us, it's kind of around football and cooking. We love cooking. So and I found over the years that as they've grown up, maybe less carby stuff and maybe a little more green stuff. So yeah,
So we should know about more green stuff. That's other than the green bean casserole that seems to be so famous for a lot of people,
right,
right?
right. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, yes, definitely. So we like to do a nice green fresh salad and sometimes asparagus. I do have a really good green bean recipe with that has mushrooms and shallots and a little bit of cream and garlic. Yeah,
Oh, garlic. Yes. Must include that. So that one has passed the test of time and keeps showing up
absolutely.
on the table. Yeah.
Absolutely. Why not? And we have a special turkey that we like to use a special rub on. We've tried in the past to do the
Oh, the
fried
deep
turkey.
fried? Oh, yes.
We didn't have success with that, so that's a hard no in our family.
Okay.
We like to grill, and we have a rotisserie on our grill, and we love to rotisserie it. So I have to be strategic and not buy too large of a turkey.
Yes. Oh, of course. Otherwise, it's not going to rotate the way that it should. Right.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah.
We also like to watch the Thanksgiving's Day parade
Oh,
that's in New
sure.
York City, the
Yeah.
Macy's Day.
Yes.
That's fun. We actually had a friend whose daughter's fiance performed last year, so it was extra fun last year.
Uh,
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely is something when you can get that personal attention,
Uh-huh.
connection with it, right? Yeah.
Right,
Oh,
right. And we kind of have a roving uh group of people that, so it's our immediate family, and then we might have a few extras, or sometimes it's just us. It just kind of every year is a little different depending on who needs a place to eat.
mm. Isn't that
Yeah,
great? Yes, to give someone, who's away from home for whatever reason, a home to come to and just be
absolutely.
part of the family.
And since we're originally from Michigan, we like to rub it in to our family that lives there that we're sitting outside because we're usually sitting outside eating dinner and they aren't. So
No.
we tease them because it's usually pretty cold, and I think they got snow this week. So
Oh, wow. Yes, no, yes, that's happening in the Midwest. And when you sit out in the desert, you're thinking, oh, too bad, right?
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
so, so there you have the meal, and it does always include turkey. However, you're going to
yeah,
prepare it, and probably this year again, it'll be the rotisserie. What
right.
about sweet potatoes or yams?
We have a sweet potato recipe that we make that has a pecan streusel on top.
Mm.
Um, I'm kind of known for my mashed potatoes. There's a lot of heavy whipping cream and butter in those, but nothing super light except for probably the veggies in the salad. Um, what else do we have? Definitely sweet potatoes. And then cranberry. So my mother had a cranberry salad recipe that I did many times, and it has a little bit of jello, which is a very Midwest thing, and nuts and celery and fresh cranberries. But lately, I've been doing a little different fresh cranberries, orange zest, a little bit of orange juice, and some sugar. And you just kind of reduce it down, and it's just kind of a side little jelly. And then my husband likes the stuff in the can that's sliced.
Oh, ooh,
I
yeah,
know, right?
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But
So,
what you mentioned about the cranberries with the orange peeled and or the
right.
zest in it, actually Fred Meyer has been famous for making that. So
Oh,
that's
really?
kind of my
Oh,
place to stop off and get that because I love it with
right.
my turkey.
It's so good, isn't it?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
I would also say a big favorite for our family is I always need to make extra because everyone likes leftovers the next day. So we have a big spread the next day with more. And yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
Well,
then I make pies. I make pumpkin pie. I'll probably make the truffle this year, pecan, and then apple pie with apple crumble, caramel sauce, and ice cream. Yeah, we're
oh.
gluttonous around here. We sound gluttonous, don't we?
Well, you have these traditional dishes and it's hard not to make them and then you find something new that you want to add. So, but when you spread it over the whole weekend,
Right,
it's
right.
not so bad, is it?
No,
No.
no. And I have a thick file of recipes, so I haven't gotten there yet. I usually, like a week and a half out, start really. I've already been printing out some new possible recipes that I want to make, and so we'll see if they make the cut. And then I go through all my old ones and just, yeah, it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, it sounds like fun and you're so organized about it, which I think is just so admirable, keeping track of it and looking at old ones, bringing in the new and
Kind of fun, right?
yes,
I
exactly.
It's fun. It's fun to go back and look for sure. Yeah.
Now, what about the charcuterie boards? I think they're so wonderful, but you make them very special for individual occasions. So, what will you do for Thanksgiving?
I love to go to Trader Joe's because they have all kinds of interesting cheeses. And so I get three or four different kinds of cheeses. I like to get some salami, prosciutto, those kinds of things. I like to add some crackers. I like to add a little sweet, so I might add a little fruit, cut up one of our loaves or a couple of our loaves and put those on so people, and then it's just fun to kind of pick,
Mm,
right?
yes.
Easily. I also love a fig jam
Ooh,
to
yes.
put on top, and there's a fig jam with a little bit of spice that adds a little bit of spice to it. Hot honey is fun. That's super popular. Maybe add a few nuts so you can kind of layer them and maybe make a little crostini. So I think the cheeses, I like to have a couple of hard cheeses and then some soft ones. So there's a mix
Mm.
because not everybody likes everything. I seem to like any kind of cheese personally, but
I'm on that bandwagon. Yes.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. I don't know that there isn't a cheese I've met I didn't like kind of
I I
situation.
think I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely the same way. Yeah.
And Nancy, what about the board that you set it all on? What's your presentation?
Well, it's funny that you asked because I was just looking at all of so I have some round platters,
Mhm.
and then I have a couple of big boards. I think this year I kind of have a rustic big board that I put a little parchment on. And then sometimes I've actually layered my whole counter with parchment, and then put everything just on the parchment, and then I've written what everything is so people kind of know what's what. So that's kind of fun, right?
It is,
A
yes.
fun little way to do it. I don't think I'll do that this year, but I think I'll just use. I have a big rustic board with a big bow on it that I like to use, and then it's just always fun to just f- keep filling it up so it looks nice and full and pretty, right? Until they
Yes.
attack. Then you got to take a quick picture before it gets attacked, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and so often when we do that sort of thing, not the picture, we have this beautiful board, all these wonderful foods, and we
Mhm.
snack on that, and then it's dinner time.
Right,
It's
right.
kind of we need to time it better, I suppose, so that
I,
we
exactly,
right?
exactly. Right. Yes, yes, for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like you've got everything so well in hand, ready for the big feast. And will you start actually preparing days ahead or just the day before?
No, I usually so think I usually probably start Sunday or Monday. My pie crust that I use, again, it's my mother's pie crust. I make it ahead and I freeze it. Because it's very easy to work with. I make the cranberry sauce ahead of time. I might my stuffing, I'll probably cut that ahead, dry it up. I make a schedule every year. I know that seems really crazy, but I want to relax, and I want everything to be just so.
Hmm.
So in order for me to relax, I need the list, and then I just start checking them off. And then I'm going to give some jobs to people, probably more than I have in the past. So,
Oh,
and my son's a good pie maker, so I probably will have him make pie again this year.
delegating is so underrated. That
It
is
is. It is.
no, that such a great thing because yes, so often if we're too involved, there's no
Yeah,
chance to really enjoy the company and sit down to
right,
enjoy the foods. So
right.
yes, delegate, delegate, delegate. Absolutely.
I'm gonna delegate for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Oh,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it feels like there's just so much tradition that's there, but it accumulates over time that you have all these things together. So it sounds
Yeah.
like a delightful time.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yes, with good reason. So back to kind of the source here of the breads and the your company, the Bakehouse Bread Company. Here too, there's a lot of tradition because you started with your mother's zucchini bread recipe, so it just feels very much so family oriented, and it must feel very fulfilling.
It is fulfilling, and we bake from scratch, which we're very proud of. We curate each recipe in-house, and yeah, we're proud of it, and use very clean ingredients, and yeah, in 30 years, it's hard to believe. We
Yeah,
again we blinked, and there it was.
yeah. Well, obviously, it was the right recipe for things to happen, right? The right
That's
formula.
right. That's
Yes.
right. That's right. And you can get a Fred Meyer and QFC in your local area, and Kroger nationwide. We're also in Safeway Albertsons in the Southwest and in California, and hope to be some other retailers soon. And you can buy us on bakehousebreadcompany.com.
Great. I'm glad you mentioned that because the website's important to see the variety of breads and that we can get it. Sometimes, it's the ease of having something delivered. So there's that
Right?
option, right?
Right,
Yes.
right. And all new purchasers get 25% off. So we'd love to get to hear from you.
And so this is a good time to become a
Yes,
new purchaser
it's a
then.
perfect time.
Yeah, with
Right.
these holidays.
And there's fun holiday packs on there.
Terrific. Wonderful. Well, Nancy McKearney, it's been so fun to connect with you and get
You?
this history and get excited about the holidays coming and what we can do. And now I wish you safe and happy travels.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here this morning to meet these special guests with their important insights that can make a difference in our lives. Please check the station's website for the podcasts for more information about these guests, and please share the stories with your family and friends. I'm Kate Daniels. If you'd like to connect with me, simply send me an email, katedaniels@hubbardradio.com. Have a wonderful week, a peaceful week as you move through each day.
Thank you for listening to Inspirational Women. Tune in every Sunday morning at this time to hear about those truly empowering the Northwest community, all for the greater good. Sunday Morning Magazine and Inspirational Women are a public service of Hubbard Radio Seattle.